Or
I don't know.
I'll just start off. How about you tell me about your solar system?
Okay, that sounds good. We installed our solar panels in 2012 when the city was participating in a Yolo County-wide special program. And um, right beforehand, we had replaced our roof and done some other things like replaced some windows and added some insulation. So we had already done some energy efficiency things before we put the solar panels on. It's kind of really cool. We have an electronic app that allows us to look at the power production for the panels. And we'll talk about that a little later. And then a few years ago, um, we purchased our electric vehicles, and so we're charging our cars off of the power that we produce. Our system is a 1.95 kilowatt system, and it covers all of uh, the power that we use for our house generally during the year. And when we added the cars, even then, we were still only paying a very small amount at the end of our true up period back to PG&E. Right now, we are on a EV rate plan, which is a what do you call it, a time of use rate system, which allows us to encourages us actually to charge our cars during the low the off peak power times all the way till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So when there's a lot of solar production going on, and even in a day like this, those panels are still producing, even with the cover of ash and clouds that we have. So it's kind of fun to know that we are contributing power to the grid, even on the hottest days of the year, and especially on the hottest days of the year, and when other people are in need of power.
We have a relatively small system, the 2 kilowatt system, and that's because we did a lot of energy upgrades ahead of time. Do your energy upgrades, and you can minimize the size and the cost of your solar system.
And at the same time, we're looking at other things that we are going to have to replace because in older homes, there's always something you have to do. And the latest thing is that we know that sometime, probably in the next year, our hot water heater is going to fail, and need to make a decision about whether we're going to go to an all electric system. And if we do that, we may need to upgrade the panel in our house. And if we upgrade the panel in our house, then we might be able to consider switching over to an all electric heating system in the future. Our heat right now is natural gas system, so we're burning natural gas during the winter when we heat the house. But in the future, if we plan for the things we want to do, we should be able to add solar to cover at least some of the portion of replacing our natural gas system with an electric system in the future. So those are things we're thinking about. We don't have to make those decisions today, but it helps to plan ahead. That way, when you do need to replace something, you are ready to go with your decision, and you just tell your contractor what you want to do. So that's the way we sort of think about the energy in our house. And look at that. So hummingbird just came to join us, even in this weather. And um, we're, it's been an interesting adventure since 2012 when we first put the panels on.
So what's interesting here is this is last year's September, and if you look at this year's, there you go. If you look at this year, you can see the drop off due to the fires and the smoke.
But yesterday, we were producing 2/3 of regular production.
Wow, that's pretty amazing considering